Caleb from Brownells here, and today I'm joined by Wyatt from Vortex Optics. Wyatt, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and this isn't an optic, but I see all the Vortex logos, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, it does hold your optics,
Okay.
or a smattering of other things in a lot of scenarios. Today we're talking about the Pro Binocular harness and the accessories that you can choose from. So in the Pro harness itself, we offer a small and a large to fit a variety of size of binoculars, all of ours included. And then we also offer a variety of accessories that you can plug onto this thing as well to just kind of transform your standard binocular harness into more of a rig or a system, as I would like to call it. Because while traditionally speaking, you know, I keep not just my binoculars and my rangefinder on me, I like to keep other things as well, like a windicator for deer hunting, or a lighter when I'm in the backcountry, or chapstick, or tags, or calls, you name it. So while you can have just a standard Pro binocular harness that comes with its rangefinder pouch, you can also plug on these extra accessories if need be, and you're keeping some extra gear on you in the field.
Yeah, that's excellent. So like currently what I use, kind of how I have my plate carrier set up, I use those same companies to basically build out a chest rig, and I use that for hunting as well.
Yeah.
But this is super convenient because this is actually made for that stuff.
Yeah, it is, and similar to like a chest rig, these also run MOLLE attachment.
Oh, okay.
So while they do, of course, plug onto this, they're going to fit a smattering of other things too, like a range bag if you needed to keep the small zipper pouch on there, or the large zipper pouch, or the gun holster on something else. So while, yes, of course, this is MOLLE and it fits our pack, it fits other things as well, if need be. A little less common, but the option is there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I could potentially just take this hand warmer down here, put it at the bottom of my plate carrier if I wanted to.
Toasty hands.
Man, that's enough reason to buy it right there.
Toasty hands pull triggers faster.
Yes, they certainly do. That's good. That's good advice. Maybe not like I was gonna say good dad advice. Maybe not dad advice, but just good advice in general. You know. You know what? I would tell my kids that. That is good dad advice.
Yeah, it is good advice.
Yeah, we'll roll with that. So let's run us through let's start bottom to top, since we already kind of talked about that there.
Yeah, so the hand muff is actually, surprisingly to me, my favorite accessory that we offer for the Pro binocular harness. There's a few different things about it that make it really convenient. One, it's not any wider than the rest of your system, so you're keeping that form factor and size. It is super soft in that micro fleece kind of textured inside, so it's really soft and comfortable on the hands and keeps them warm. I am somebody who gets incredibly cold hands and feet in the woods, so where my passion is whitetail hunting, it's usually cold in November. So keeping my hands warm as a bow hunter is a big deal because I don't like to shoot with gloves on. So you can either throw in a hand warmer for additional assistance here, or you can keep snacks in if need be. They are cuffed on the edges, as you can see here, so the wind doesn't get in and make your hands more cold. So it's a pretty cool piece.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, throw another hand warmer in there. There's you could probably stack them 2 by there.
Yeah. Or like one of those muddy rechargeable hand warmers fits in there very nicely, and it'll run all day on the lower to mid settings. So your hands are going to be toasty all day.
Yeah, awesome.
Completely comfortable.
So if you do run a hand warmer in there, just know that chocolate's pretty much off limits.
I was going to say, it might melt your Snickers bar.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Put that in there. Skittles will probably be okay though.
Yeah.
But let's kind of move up and let's go over here. What we got here?
So this is the Pro Laser Rangefinder pouch. Actually comes with the Pro binocular harness. A nice little add-on that normally would be an additional fee is thrown in with.
Perfect.
At a great friendly price point here for this whole system. Adding on to it, it'll fit all of the Vortex rangefinders, including the largest of the family, the Vortex Razor HD 4000, geoballistics or non-geoballistics model. So fits in there, comes with the tether. I have certainly been in scenarios where I've ranged something and tried to slip my rangefinder back in, and the next thing I know, it's laying on the ground. So yeah, it's a nice little add-in.
Yeah, that's great. And also I noticed that there's no hook and loop or any Velcro type stuff on here that scare away all the animals.
All silent attachment and opening portions here. On top of that, all the accessories and the harness itself is DWR treated, so your gear's not going to get soaked in a rainy situation. So let's talk about the Pro Binocular harness itself that holds your binoculars.
Okay.
While I do love its top-down design, you can also adjust the tension cords to control how tight or loose you want this to be and how snug you want it to be when it opens. And it'll hold itself open, so you can leave it there if you're throwing the binos in and out frequently in a certain scenario. On top of that, it also has a small portion in the back where you could throw either a cell phone or some spare calls or any accessories back there that are small to fit in, maybe a tag because you're not taking it in and out as much. You get the side pockets as well. As you can see, a camera battery of mine lives in here, and then a lighter and chapstick fits pretty nicely over here. And you have the front zipper pouch, like I mentioned, another great spot for either a tag or diaphragm calls, a lighter, anything that you might need to carry on you where you want it ready, but not in the way.
Yeah, perfect. So those tension straps, those are these down here?
Yep, correct.
Okay, perfect.
As you can see, you can pull on them and then tighten if needed and adjust to your liking.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, cell phone would fit perfectly right there.
Certainly does.
Man, nice and easy. Everything's right
it's
where
a really
you need it.
streamlined, snug but not bulky system. And I've quickly moved from the systems I've ran in the past to this. It's just so versatile. It's very comfortable. It rides up here and doesn't sag down. For me, it's been a clear winner in the woods.
Yeah, so, and another thing I noticed with like just gear and chest rigs in general is that anytime you add bulky pockets, you like inherently want to fill them with things you don't need.
Yeah, right.
So this kind of just has, everything's really purpose driven.
Yeah.
With some extra stuff, that extra stuff is minimal and out of the way.
Yeah, not in the way is the big call out there, right?
Yeah.
And the other cool thing about the MOLLE attachments, we give you a few different locations on the straps to where you can place them closer to the binocular harness or a little further out if need be. So there's some versatility with where they're being attached as well.
Yeah, so I mean, you could even just pull this guy off right here, throw your, your North American Rescue first aid kit on there.
Absolutely.
Whatever you want to do, it'll fit.
Yep, because there is at least 2 on each side, so you can throw a mini med kit from the guys at NAR.
Awesome. Yeah, so with that, we also have, this looks like it holds a gun.
It certainly does.
Right.
We're familiar with that in this industry. So it holds a variety. While we won't call out limitations necessarily, it does fit a variety of firearms. So up to full-size revolvers and or Glock 10 millimeters, clear down to your more standard size pistols with an optic on it, as well as we have the optics hood here. It is a snap release strap, so it's not going to come off on accident. It is tensionable as well to fit the variety of firearms. And you have your tan and orange pull cord over here where it's, like I said, can snap off on either side.
All right, so when using this with the kit, where would you put it?
I would definitely run it on the bottom of the harness here. Obviously being ambidextrous, left or right, you're good to go there. But there are 2 sections of MOLLE on the bottom of the Pro Binocular harness. So you can run the hand muff and the gun holster at the same time if need be. However, if running in that configuration, I would run the firearm behind the hand muff so you don't have to reach around to get to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That makes sense. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, great. So, if I think we pretty much covered it all, right?
Well, we did miss the bear spray can holster.
Oh, we did.
And there is actually a small zipper pouch that can live over here instead of the bear spray can holster. I say bear spray can holster because it doesn't just fit bear spray. It fits a variety of other things like beverages or Snickers bars. Multiple of them will fill it up. It can hold several.
Yeah, that is about the right size for your average bottle.
Yeah,
whatever
your
that
bottle,
may be.
your can, your energy drink, your bottle of water, you name it, it'll fit in there.
So, is there anything else you can attach to this thing?
Certainly. While we do have a couple of other accessories like the small zipper pouch that would live over here, same size as your laser rangefinder pouch, or the large zipper pouch that matches the footprint of the bottom, so it's not any additional size to the kit. Being MOLLE, you can attach other manufacturers' accessories to this as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, and it looks like the actual harness itself is a nice breathable material.
It is, yeah. It's comfortable, it's not bulky, and you can wear it for extended periods of time, of course, daylight to dark in those hunts, and not feel burdened by it being on your shoulders.
Yeah, that's the important thing, especially with this and just chest rigs in general, is that you can actually adjust it to
certainly.
To load the weight where it's supposed to be
And
loaded.
the big thing is staying where you put it, right?
Yes.
I've had several chest rigs over the years where you're constantly adjusting in the field, and you don't want to be doing that. You want to be fully attentive to the task at hand and not messing around with this. So this one, holding true and staying where you put it, is a big deal to me.
Yeah, and that's extremely important if you're going to be wearing it for more than 5 minutes. So.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, and with that being said, I think that pretty much covers it. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, feel free to give us a call on the tech line, or feel free to reach out to Vortex directly.
Thanks for joining us today.
All right, we'll see you next time.